Welcome back to another video that we're going to do today. Thank you if you watched the last video where we went over SCCM configuration items and baselines. For this video, we're actually going to implement some open pretty good privacy. And we're going to do a few things. Actually, we're going to make sure we have the application installed for OpenPGP and also look at some certificate creation and distribution with some signing and importation, as well as verification, encryption, and decryption as well. We're going to get into the details of that. We'll get started here in just a second. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So OpenPGP, it's becoming one of the most important and respected methods of encrypting information, right? Especially when it comes to email. So it comes with a complete method of application, right, in Win4GPG. And the tool is provided to help to perform the certificate creation, right? So usually with the creation, encryption, and decryption with Outlook plugins automatically installed. I want my downloads to actually go just to the general local C drive, right? And I'm just downloading OpenPGP so we can go ahead and get started. Okay. Completed. All right, we're good to go here. I'll need that in a second. All right, perfect. So now what I'm going to do is just use PowerShell to set up the shares, right? Because I'm going to have share folders from this server from SO2 to SO1. I want to share it with that to transfer the program we've just downloaded here. So I'm actually going to, let me actually make sure it's ran as the admin. I'm just going to enter a few prompts for commands here. Okay, we want a new item. First, we want to share what's on the C drive, right? Directory. Right, perfect. All right, and now we want to view the new directory in the C drive, right? So let's do this here. You know, there it is. All right, perfect. Then we want to share it. Let me, there it is. Okay, so it was successfully shared. So now we have to open up the file browser. We actually have to move the GPG to the share folder. Let's see, we want to cut it. Paste it here. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to see it on the other server here. Let's take a look here. Actually, let's go back here. Let's go to the share folder. Okay. There it is. Not sure what was going on with the keyboard. There we go. So now we can just download the Open Pretty Good Privacy. Next, next. Of course, GPA. And we want it on our desktop for easy access. Install is pretty quick. It's not too bad. All right. Perfect. All right, so we can actually close this out. Now we can actually move on to our next exercise, which is going to be actually opening the certificate creation and distribution. So it has a public key technology behind it, right? So the idea is that there's nothing secretive about the method, which adds to the fact that it's been tested countless times by the public for weaknesses, and thus far it hasn't been broken, right? And effectively, there are two keys. So one is secret and held by the creator, and the other is it's public, right? And it's meant for distribution to anyone who wishes to communicate privately with the creator. So the methods of key distribution regarding the obvious emailing the public key to the recipient for correspondence uploading to a certificate server or simply handing the key over on a portable media like the USB drive. So what we're going to do first is actually create a certificate here. So I'm going to walk through here. So I'm just going to create a personal PGP pair. So let's actually do, I'm going to act as the admin, and I'll actually do another user account in addition to this so we can illustrate things being sent back and forth using OpenPGP. All right. Okay, I can't spell, I guess. All right, let's take a look at the advanced settings. Everything looks pretty good. Signing authentication, we're good here. So let's create the key. Password. All right, perfect. So I want to make a backup, right? So the backup is going to be here. Thought I was typing. Successfully exported, so we can hit finish. All right, perfect. So now we can see the created key for the administrator user, right? So now we just actually take a look at the details of it. Now we're able to view initially the information regarding the user identity, right? And who the certificate belongs to, when it's valid, from, and when it expires. In our case, the certificate, I believe it should say, let's see, should say that it's not going to expire as far as an example. I'm looking for one, but thought it would show here. But nonetheless, what we're going to do is we can confirm a few things. We can actually confirm the RSA 2048 bit encryption, right, that we have here for the secret key. And it'll be used for emails, files, or certifying other certificates. Now, each certificate comes with a fingerprint, which is used to confirm the identity of a person, right, in a group and their certificate itself. So we can actually close this out. And we're going to take a look into our next task. It's going to be the distribution of public certificates. So certificates can be distributed via email, which is going to showcase here in a second, and also through servers, and given again a USB to correspondents that wish to maintain secure contact with you, right? So we're actually going to export the certificate, right? And we want to keep it on our desktop for quick access, right? So we're actually going to open up with Notepad just to take a look. It opens for me. And we maximize it. We can see end of PGP public key block. So we close this out, and I'm actually going to open Outlook so we can take a look at how we can send it. Yes. Right. We're actually going to send an email. We're going to send one to Lisa. And if you know the running joke that I have, be the sister of Michael. If you know, you know. Right. Let's see. Want to check it just to make sure. Perfect. Mouse is going haywire. All right. So, hi, Lisa. I'm here to bother you. I wanted to make sure this wasn't a meeting and just an email. So, let's see. No, it's pretty good privacy, not good, pretty. All right. Let's see. All right, perfect. And of course, I'm gonna put open PGP. We're going to actually attach the file that we had here. Insert. All right, perfect. So let's actually hit send. All right. All right, so let me actually check the sent items here. That means we successfully sent it out. So now we're going to take a look into our next exercise, which is going to be opening Take a look at the OpenPGP signing and importation. So it can be used for signing emails effectively to effectively place a unique signature right on the email to help with verifications of the sender, but also of the actual certificate itself. So the act of signing is actually effectively a digital signature, right? So go here really quick. So the idea is to have the message readable to everyone, but the clever part is actually checking whether the message has been changed by someone other than the author of the email, similar to a concept that we did in another video where we placed a text within a picture file, right? And it's thereby it's to help thwart like things like man in the middle attacks or on path attacks or whatever they're calling it these days, to maintain to make sure it's maintaining the message integrity. So when working for a large business or enterprise, there's going to be a militia, right, of employees who have their own certificates. And what Cleopatra does, right, it helps to organize and provide a database of the certificates, which greatly assists when writing emails to different members of staff and having Cleopatra automatically select the correct certificates for correspondence. So what we're going to do first is actually sign an email. So which is why I opened this up. I'm actually going to send another one to Lisa. All right, let me separate that. It should not be together. All right, hi Lisa. I'm going to bother you again because I can. Let's see. Oh, yeah, it's not. There it is. All right, perfect. All right, so I'm just going to open this up here. Then I'm going to hit sign, right? Then this automatically populate from Cleopatra, right? And this is just the after I selected the pen icon, right, which is used for signing, it just to select the certificates for the message, right, as it states here in the dialog box. And then it should ask for a pen entry. There we go. All right, perfect. So the certificate has been added to the email, right? So now we're just going to send it off. Oh, that would actually be a thing, right? All right, so let's send it off now. Let's double check. Yeah, so it's been sent. So we're good there. So now we're going to move on to our next task. It's going to be public certificate importation. So now we're going to actually import it. So let's actually sign out of here. I'm actually going to sign in. Let's see. I'm going to sign in this Lisa. Okay. We can take a look at those emails that have been sent out. Right. Let's see. No, I have a hard time finding Outlook here. There we go. Next, of course. Right. Fine. Okay. Perfect. So we're going to take a look at that inbox naturally, right? Now let's start here. Later. All right, so we're going to start here, and we're actually going to save the attachment for this particular email, right? So let's actually, that's not it. Bring it out here. It's not what I wanted to do. Actually, this. Go. We want to save. We want to save it to our desktop for quick and easy access, right? So we can actually exit out of here. All right, perfect. And now I'm going to minimize Outlook and open up Clio. Well, that's my nickname, Clio. So now we're just going to encrypt the email. We first have to make a certificate for Lisa. through Cleopatra in order to do this first. So let's actually do student certificate, and of course, Lisa Scott. And then we want okay, there we go. Of course, this is a test email. All right, nothing there. Everything else is pretty good. Let's see. All right, and I don't back up. All right, perfect. So now what I'm going to do is actually import the certificate, which is the certificate that I received through the email. So, and good thing it's on the desktop. It's quick and easy to get to. All right, so as you can see, it's successfully imported, right? And we can see that while Lisa is the trusted certificate, we have the administrator as the imported certificate. So now it's just displayed there with Clio, right? So now this allows us, now that we have been imported and also created the certificate for Lisa in particular, now we can move on to our last exercise, which is going to be um, um, doing a few things, verification, encryption, and decrypting, right? So the piece de resistance, right, is encryption and decrypting the messages, right, to protect against, unauthorized folks, whether that be internal to a company or external from the company network. So OpenPGP, Pretty Good Privacy, provides an excellent method of using certificates to actually mask email content and even attachment for any of them from being obviously viewed by unauthorized folks. So first, what we're going to do is actually verify and encrypt some email. All right, so let's actually, let's see, let's verify this one. No, it's not it here. Certify, there we go. Of course, I've verified the fingerprint, so we're good. Certified for just me. Okay, perfect. And now we see both Lisa and the admin, both are trusted certificates on this particular server. All right. So now we're actually going to head back to Outlook so we can take a look there. Right. And then let's see, let's do new email. And this time we're going to email back to the admin. Okay. Let's check the name, of course. All right, perfect. We're good there. That is not where I wanted that. Okay, what just happened? I'll just rewrite it. Okay, perfect. Definitely not the dad. All right, perfect. Lisa, there we go. All right, of course, we're going to attach those two files that we have first. Let's see, desktop, of course. And actually, I have to go back here. Actually, export to hers to the desktop. Then it should give me an indication here. That shouldn't take that long, really. Let's see, the first one I don't recall which 5B. All right, so this is Lisa. Perfect. So we have both certificates right here, and we can actually that. There we go. Yeah, we're going to, of course, encrypt recipient. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see. Because I spelled it wrong. Sorry about that. That's what happens when you type too fast, ladies and gentlemen. All right, perfect. So let's go back here. Encrypt. Perfecto. All right, so now the message will be encrypted, so we can hit send, and we're good to go. So actually, let me double check to make sure. Perfect. So let's re-sign in as the admin. Okay, here we go. All right, let's take a look at our inbox. Or not. Let's see. Yes. There it is. All right, perfect. So now we can see the message. Let me actually pull that out here. So now that we've viewed the message, we can actually click on here and we can actually view, of course, password, finish, and we can see the encrypted message. And we're officially good to go. And we can now use Lisa's certification also to send her encrypted messages as it's in the attachment here, right? So that brings us to the end of the video. Thank you so much if you watch and you're still here, where we implemented Open Pretty Good Privacy. Just for a brief recap, we installed OpenPGP. We did some certificate creation and distribution, signing and importation, as well as OpenPGP verification, encryption, and decryption as well. Now for the next video, it's going to be even more fun where we do some two-factoring with authentication with Secure Shell. That should be loads of fun. I'll see you on the next one. Stay curious, stay secure.